You're listening to the Midwest's Most Dangerous Podcast, Lock Pod, coming to you live from the NECA IBW Power in Indiana Lake County studio. This is season 18, episode 17. Good morning. To see Kevin back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Good. Hey, Jill, what's going on?
Hey.
You're back also, and Jay Vez. You and I held down the fort last week.
Yeah. Happy Friday. Thanks to JRC for covering on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Got a haircut.
Yeah.
You look different than when I saw you last night.
I was going to shave it myself.
And?
Marisa took over. She doesn't like it when I do it on myself.
She did a good job.
The end result
looks
is
good.
Basically the same. It's not like if I did it versus. I mean, she did a good job. Don't get me wrong. Okay, because she's listening.
I like the cover.
But like at the end of the day, I'm bald. Who cares, right?
Just a short cut. What would you call that in the Navy? Like just a haircut, or is there like a name for it?
We have this. Yeah, it's called haircut.
Well, I was just wondering if
no,
it was like a...
No. It's just, honestly, I have a triathlon tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure.
Very aerodynamic.
Yeah, I was, honestly, my hair was so freaking long. I don't know if you really, because I gel it back, but when the gel was out, so like if I'm swimming, the freaking hair is like over my goggles.
But in tries, you were a swim cap?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
but just like when practice.
I hate swim caps though. Like swim caps easier with short hair too, because your long hair it pulls on it and all that. So I hate it. I hate swim caps. I never wear them. I'm not used to having long hair like that, and it was really long. It was down to my nose on my.
So it's tri season starting.
Tomorrow,
this is it.
I'm nervous about tomorrow, man. It's gonna be cold.
Sprint or regular Olympic or sprint?
Okay. Yeah, but the water is gonna be 74, and I don't have. I mean, I have a wetsuit, but I'm not using it, so I'm sort of a pussy when it comes to jumping in cold water, being honest with you. I'm just not down like that. So
in 74 is kind of like below or but like kind of right at the edge.
That was
of
what
where
Chicago.
You're comfortable.
That's what Chicago was when I swam in it.
And that's usually late in the summer, right?
Yeah. And I did.
And that's like
I was
Michigan.
fine. I was fine.
Okay.
It's just, but I was nervous before Chicago Tri because of the water.
And this won't be choppy, right? Like this won't be like a lake.
It's a small little lake.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick its ass once I get out of the water. It's just like I'm literally. Like, I've got agita because of the swim.
And the sprint's what, like a quarter?
I could swim a mile. I'm not worried. It's a 1/3 of a mile swim.
Third of a mile.
It's a 15-mile bike, easy, and then a 5K at the end. That's usually it's pretty brutal, the 5K. And it'll take me like an hour and 40 minutes, right about in that ballpark, and you're like going hard the whole time. Hour and 40 minutes of like straight workout. Like, so you're done. Like, I'll be cooked tomorrow. Like, but
it looks like the weather. Boy, I'm glad it wasn't next weekend. It looks like it's like the 90s all week.
Dude, I'd rather have it hot.
You'd rather have it in the 90s than the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Nope.
Me, for sure.
During the triathlon, you'd rather have it in the 90s?
What's the only part that's brutal? It's the run. And I train in the hot weather.
Yeah.
I train, honestly, you'll see me jogging in the neighborhood when it's like 95 degrees out, and I do it on purpose.
You have a good opportunity to do that next week.
Yeah. But, like, I do it on purpose because the first time I did my full tri, it was Leon's. It was freaking 95 that day, and I had to do 6 miles at the end, and it was like a hell march. And it's like...
I remember that
I trained for it, though, man. So, like, if you're training in hot weather...
It's easier if it's not hot.
It is easier.
There you go.
I'll be happy tomorrow when I get out of the water that it's 70, okay? But I'm going to be hating life when I'm swimming because when I hit that water in the morning, it's going to be cold.
Chilly, yeah.
It's going to be cold as shit.
It'll be chilly. What time does it start? 8? Eastern?
Ooh, 7. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be on my bike tomorrow at this 24 hours from now.
Wow, think about that.
And it's gonna be cold on the bike too, because it's gonna be early in the morning. But it's gonna be tomorrow. It's in Warsaw, Indiana. It's gonna be very humid. So
you'll be an hour.
Drive down tomorrow morning, or you drive down
tonight? Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go down tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready. Yeah, because that's an hour plus, hour 15, hour 20, right?
More than that.
Is it? Okay.
Probably closer. It's like almost. It's not all the way out to Fort Wayne, but it's out in that direction.
Yeah, hour 30, right?
So.
So what are you after a what are you eating after the triathlon?
I don't know. I don't really.
You know, like a go-to.
No. They. I won't eat before.
You have your bananas and apples with you?
Yeah, I usually do that. I usually put it in my bib so I could eat it when I'm riding. I'll put maybe a couple apples but I'll eat it on the bike, and then sometimes I throw a banana in there. I have to watch my cramping. That's the thing. I have to be careful.
So this time next week, when we see on Tuesday, we'll have a triathlete once again in the
I'm a
studio.
triathlete anyway.
That's true.
I got a sticker.
A renewed triathlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to do Chicago again this year. It's going to be more challenging because my August is not my August is like Tommy's wedding. I got an RV trip. It's like all this stuff that's not going to help me get ready for the full triathlon.
We're going to be right behind you, rooting for you.
Thanks. I think I'm ready right now though, so I'm not sweating. I think I could run the Chicago Tri tomorrow if I had to.
That's
I think
awesome.
I'd finish it too.
That's great if
So-
you're in that good of shape.
Oh, I think I could. I think I could have done Leon's, and that was a few weeks ago. So
I did a 5K a few weeks ago, and I had not run a 5K in a while, but it was doable.
Yeah.
You did it.
yeah, 5Ks are.
It's fine.
Yep.
Not
So-
a triathlon, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
The only difference is swimming. That's what keeps people out of triathlon, is the swimming. That's
Yeah,
all.
that would be me.
Like especially Chicago. Like you go out in freaking Lake
No.
Michigan,
I couldn't do
people
that.
drown out there.
Yes.
There's one part you do the first part along the pier, and then you turn and you're like 50 feet out in the water, and you're still going parallel to the pier. So you're like 50 to 100 feet away from the pier, but you're like out there and it's deep and you're
it's
swimming
wavy,
and you're like
it's
going
choppy.
up and down. It's fucked up. It's like that one is.
That's when the Navy diver comes in.
Oh yeah, I'm not
helpful.
nervous. I'm not worried about sharks either. So
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. What do you got, John?
I was just going to say, like, Tom, I have a bit of a complex from the last show. Like, those listening, you might know this. Like, it may not seem like it, but there is some prep that goes into the show.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like 99% of the time, it's Tom and Kevin coming up with the script. Some of us try to contribute. Rarely are links put into the show notes. But,
yeah, we just stop at this point.
but this
No,
last
we
time...
use your stuff. We use your stuff.
But this last time, with Kevin being out, Tom and I collaborated.
Yeah.
And I helped with the show note. And then suddenly, after the show, like that morning, I got a notification on my phone that Tom was editing the note again. So I opened it up, and this
Like,
is
why
what
would
I
you
saw.
edit the note after the show?
Now this show note, you guys, is usually pages long.
Yeah.
Very detailed
It
with
sucks.
links and
Oh,
photos.
gee, was a C. It said,
And this is what is in. This is the only thing that was in there.
And Tom's picture. His
My
edit-
picture.
his
It's
edit
very.
picture.
He's
Yeah, it's very-
actively editing it.
Very incriminating.
I think we know who was behind that.
I was running then.
What the hell, man?
I was running.
The
I
one
was.
note that like I helped with, like it's just gone.
I know. Sorry about that. It's gone.
So season 18.
But I like
Episode
told you, I
16
didn't know
is
if we could save it. Yeah, I
for the
wiped it.
ages.
So like I left here, and on my phone I had the note, and I never turned it off. So the phone I threw it in my pocket, and it was on the note, and then it must have highlighted and erased everything, and started typing this gibberish.
I feel like this is Tom
On my
singing
run.
on his run.
For real.
I don't know what it was. I was probably me breathing heavy.
Let's fucking go. Ass us.
Yeah.
Jude.
So yeah, sorry about that.
Well, that's it.
So we
John-
have 2 show notes erased in our entire history of Lockpod, and I did both of them.
both by one person.
Yeah. So
But
I'm
otherwise,
going to
yeah.
force myself to turn the freaking note off after the show each time, because I do like having them there. We use it. We did it just the other day.
Yeah.
We got a Lockpod archives.
Yeah.
Pull out stories.
It is nice and good for and searchable.
Yeah.
Very searchable,
Yeah.
which is great.
Hey, we have a good guest on in the third segment today.
We do. Marisa Simonetti, independent candidate for U.S. Senate in Minnesota, and also famous for being involved in tarantula gate in Minnesota.
Wow, I don't even know what that is.
We're
I'm
gonna
looking
look
forward to it,
into
though.
it for sure.
And then the second segment, we started the drone conversation when you were gone last week, Kevin, and I walked out of here on that same day, and the police department had a drone demonstration they were showing me, and I want to talk about it because it's
cool, and we got some good videos. From
it
that.
is sick. So like what we're looking at and what other cities are doing and what Hammond's soon to be doing with drones, it's going to be our second segment. It is badass.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, and it's great for officer safety. It's great for a lot of reasons. So,
And I think it's going to also, we'll talk about it,
Yeah.
but it's again going to be good for technology and things like that for the PD.
So you just got back from
New York City.
Yeah.
One of my boys, Aiden, my middle son, he lives in Manhattan now and doesn't have a lot of vacation with his job, so we decided to do a Father's Day weekend out there. Jana and 3 boys, we met in New York, which was great. Since he's lived there, I've been out there probably 3-4 times, and I'm really becoming a New York fan. I went there in college, would travel up there just to hang out. And I've gotten back into loving the city. And I know, Tom, you've been there a ton of times because of Marissa and her family
in fact,
lives
I
there.
know my sister-in-law Trisha is watching right now. She's
Cool,
in
yeah.
chat,
I just love hanging out in New York City. This is a picture of all of us. Went to Mass on Father's Day at St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's a gorgeous cathedral, beautiful. And then we did a bunch of tourist things some of which I had done before, some of which I hadn't.
Wait, Kevin.
Yeah.
You know, can we just admire this picture for a moment?
Sure.
You know what I thought was funny is with your kids, I noticed their hairstyle. The older they get, the more organized their hair is. The more kempt.
That's funny.
Is that just life? Right?
Yeah,
Yes, that's
that
life.
is. Yeah, look at
Ethan's
Charlie.
got the most established job. He looks kind of the most like professional now.
And even his clothing.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
you're right. Charlie's
Yeah.
got a T-shirt on for Mass and jeans. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway.
We did some touristy stuff, and for those that have been to the 9/11 museum or memorial, I guess we decided this time to do a guided tour. Highly recommended. Really good. I thought respectful of like the victims and first responders. I can't imagine if you're like a firefighter and you go through there, it's got to be pretty emotional. It's hard to not be emotional in there. It's just a real quiet. It's so quiet, and you see things like this fire truck that was demolished by some of the wreckage.
That's crazy.
I know, right? And they have like burned out ones. It's really crazy, and it's just really. I thought it just focuses on the day. It doesn't get into the politics of it a lot, which I thought also is you could tell it was thought out. This other picture, John. I don't know if you. Yeah. So this is crazy. You're in the basically the basement, the bottom of where the towers were, and this is what they call a slurry wall. It basically that wall holds back the Hudson River. And it held during 9/11, during the explode, during when it fell, the building fell, that thing held, and it's still holding. And they have obviously it's exposed there, pretty cool. And the other thing that's in there in that photo is what's called the last column, and that was like the last steel girder that was pulled out of the wreckage, and it has like a lot of I don't want to call it graffiti, but notations on there about people that lost their lives. Like it shows the number of fire department, New York Fire Department. Personnel, 343 people died that day, and just all kinds of interesting and just memorial type stuff. So highly recommended. Other thing we did kind of touristy was Statue of Liberty. You've been there, Tom, right? A bunch of times.
Nope.
Never. Here's a great.
I've been by it.
Look at that. Look at that picture.
Oh, is this you, Kevin?
That's me. Took
Holy moly.
I've been by it on the ferry.
On the ferry.
Which is probably where you took it from.
It is.
Imagine,
I took
right?
that. Yeah. And the Indianapolis Kids Choir was singing there at Statue of Liberty that day. Also went to Ellis Island. This is kind of personal story. This was called the reception room, I think, or registry room. It's like where you would go in as an immigrant. And my grandma, when she was 7, when she came over from Croatia, she went through this room. So it was really weird. Like,
Wow.
like I went to school in Philadelphia, and like you are walking the streets, or like, oh, George Washington was on this street or whatever. And this is like the first time I can remember when, like, I was like, as part of history, like you're in a place where someone was there, right? Mm-hmm. And so that was a really cool place. If you've never been to Ellis Island and have immigrant parents or grandparents, really cool place to check out. So overall, good trip. Highly recommended. Subway system's so efficient, by the way. We went up to where the Mets play, even though we got rained out and I got screwed over on my money.
Did you
StubHub,
really?
yeah, you get fucked. And but no, it's just so efficient. I took the 7 train from Midtown right out to the City Field. So very kudos to NYC and what they're doing there.
I got fucked last year by StubHub too.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead tickets when they played in San Francisco.
Yep.
Because every Grateful Dead show I've ever gone to, you get the tickets early and they appreciate in value. And so I got in early on that, and we all planned on going.
Yep.
Remember?
Oh,
so
yeah.
we took the whole crew. So I bought 6 like right off the bat for the whole weekend. 6 3-day passes, right? And I got them for like $200 each or something. And I'm like, dude, these are gonna be worth $1,000
I
each.
remember you
right?
saying that.
And then Lockpod bought some, and then I got mine from Lockpod. So I'm sitting on 6 like 3-day tickets basically, and I didn't realize they kept on just issuing tickets.
Depreciating in value.
Yeah,
right?
dude. Like it's like the American dollar. They
Supply.
just start printing off more. It's like there's like 100,000 tickets printed off, and I was sitting on 6, and I gave them away. Basically, I took a bath on that one.
Yeah, it's like if the event gets rescheduled, you don't get your money back. I mean, it makes sense. You have to resell them. Like, and I was leaving town, so I had to resell all 6 of the Mets tickets. But
You missed a sweep, man.
Cubs Mets, yeah. I think I sold 3 of them for $30 each. So that's what we got.
Yeah.
That was not the purchase
You
price.
win some, you lose some. In
You
StubHub.
do. I agree. Yeah.
I remember the biggest win I would have ever had in StubHub was Notre Dame versus IU.
For the playoff.
And I got face value tickets, like 10 of them. And I was like, each of those tickets like $1,500 each. I'm like, dude, $15,000 in tickets I got, right? And I paid like 1,000,
What?
15. And then every IU freaking relative of mine is like, hey, don't you guys get tickets to these games? And I'm like, and it was like Christmas, if you remember. It's like, God damn family. So I end up giving them away. Like just about every one of them. I didn't sell one of those tickets. And then
You're just a nice guy.
I took the whole freaking family. Marissa and I took the whole family. And everybody outside of Brett was wearing IU shit. And Brett's IU guy. Brett was dressed in Notre Dame stuff because he's a Notre Dame fan. But like, I bought everybody, and they were all IU.
Yeah.
And then my son pissed me off that day. I still remember this, Chase, if you're listening. Like, that was when I realized, oh, my God, Chase is more of an IU fan than a Notre Dame football fan. That was the day I realized it.
Yeah, when you go to it's weird, right? If you go to a school, you tend to be that school's fan. But that was, Notre Dame won that game. And,
Yeah, Notre Dame won that game.
Yes, and then IU won the national championship the next year. So
Yeah.
all's good for Indiana
all's good.
football.
Yeah, they're definitely IU fans now. So, hey, I wanted to remind everybody, Summer Concert Series is in full swing at the PAV right now. We've already had a couple acts. I only made it to one of them so far. June 13th, we had Hollywood Swinging.
That was great. That was
Who are they?
Cool in the Gang.
Cool in the Gang.
Yeah,
cover.
and this is, by the way, PAV Summer Series, something that Jill started when she was over at the PAV, right,
Yeah.
Jill? And then this is like you're the genesis of this. Mm-hmm. And now look at it. It's grown.
Now look at
it's
it.
big. They got all kinds of really cool, and some of these acts I think, Jill, you even had when you were
Yes.
there, right? Yeah,
You
very
had-
cool.
Did you have the Cool in the Gang one? Hollywood
Yes.
Swinging?
Hollywood Swinging, yeah.
And then Sounds
Rider. Mhm.
High Rider, yeah. Well, the Sounds of Simon and Garfunkel was last week. Those two guys were from, one of them was originally from Hammond, but they both lived in,
No way.
I want to say Washington, D.C., and they flow in. Because these acts we bring in, these are touring acts. They're cover bands, but they're touring cover bands, so they're all like top quality.
Did you guys go to that one?
Yeah, I went to it.
I was
Did
out of
they
town.
do Bridge Over Troubled Water?
I didn't stay that long for that
okay.
one. I
That
did
was
it.
probably the last
I'm not a
one,
huge
right?
Simon and Garfunkel. I'm a Simon guy, and he played me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
If I would have
Love
known he
that
was going
song.
to play Paul Simon, I would have probably stuck, man.
Could
I
have
love
done the
Paul
whistle
Simon.
solo.
Dude, I love Paul Simon, but like I'm not huge in Simon and Garfunkel. I think I heard him play Cecilia, and I bailed. You know,
That's a great song. Great song.
You're breaking my heart. That one.
I love the drum, the percussion in that. Yeah, I know. How do you get the?
Cecilia.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks.
That's pretty good.
I should have been in Rockstar.
I didn't realize that was Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah,
Man, what a great song.
Great song.
But anyway, tonight we have freestyle DJ night, which this freestyle thing has become a thing now.
That's
And
what I
we wanted
hear.
to jump on it. So in the summer concert series, we jumped on it. So tonight there's a assortment of DJs.
Freestyle house party.
Tonight, and it's free parking, it's free admission, it's free BYOB, BYO whatever, you know.
Yes, and there's also great food vendors that we do have there. that come.
BYOBO,
BYOBO.
bring your own BO. You know? Right.
Freestyle is just electronic music.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Okay.
it's like a DJ. I know, like when we do the Fest freestyle night, that's Wednesday. It's a freestyle free parking night. It's like famous DJs, 80s theme, so it's gonna be like 80s music.
John, I don't
It's
think
fun.
I don't think it's like EDM. I think it's like
DJs.
song. Like it's DJ.
Oh, people
yeah.
sing,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're showing
yeah.
our age.
Like-
Jill, do you know what this is?
Yes.
Okay, can you
Well,
help
why
us,
don't you
Jill?
say something there? We're like a bunch of 50 somethings, like,
No,
and
man.
John.
Like that. Like that makes me think of like roller dome music, like the house music.
Got
Like
it.
Dancing Queen?
No, after
Okay.
that.
After Dancing
Fucking
After
Abbott,
that,
dude.
that's-
That's roller rink music. Dancing Queen?
What kind of fucking roller rink did you go
disco.
to, dude? Like,
Come on. Everyone's roller skating.
I
with
remember my
Dancing
roller
Queen.
skating rink reminds me of Steely Dan.
Oh, nice. My
Like,
roller dome.
holding hands with a girl, like skating around, like trying not to fall on
Listening
my
to
face.
Dancing Queen.
I think so. I was a roller dome on Gosselin, and
Yes.
I remember specifically Queen. Another one
Yeah.
bites the dust,
Oh, another one bites the dust.
and
with
like
shoes.
what is that called? Like when you would get down on one leg, shoot something duck or something. I don't know, but anyway, that was. I just remember roller dome and being that song specifically.
Oh,
Diamond Girl was a big one at the roller dome.
Nice.
For my age.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So house music freestyle tonight.
That's tonight.
Free
Yeah.
parking, free admission.
Wait,
go to
and
the pavilion.
BYOBO.
It's not. I just got a text. It's
Yeah?
not BYOB tonight.
Oh.
Tomorrow
Oh,
is.
tomorrow is okay.
Not tonight.
You can't bring your own booze?
Oh no! Tonight they are serving.
Uh-huh.
They're selling beer, and that's
we're,
right.
we're misinforming the public.
Tonight
right.
is not BYOB.
No one's listening to us.
BYOD?
Tomorrow.
Question mark? Just, all right, never
Is that
mind. It was
drugs?
supposed to be it was supposed to be a joke. It landed flat. Bring your own dick. Yes, thank you.
And there's the title.
Right.
But for the summer concert series at the PAV, including High Rider tomorrow night.
Oh, so tonight's like a bar kind of.
Yes, tonight's a bar.
Tonight's
But
like a one-off.
free
thing.
parking. Yeah, it is
Okay.
definitely one off because summer concert series is on Saturdays.
Yeah. Okay.
So tonight is sort of different than summer concert series, but it's free parking, it's free admission, BYO whatever. You can't bring anything apparently.
Just yourself.
You
Just
can
your-
bring
Bring
your
yourself.
chair. You can
Just
bring
your
your chair.
Just bring your BYOD. Thank you, Joe. And then, but tomorrow, that's the thing. I'm definitely in. From what I understand, I was trying to put something together, and Kevin already was pooped on it.
I'm sorry. Not really. I just have a wedding, but
Tomorrow is a tribute band to Grateful Dead from Indianapolis called
oh,
High Rider.
So good.
They are freaking. They're awesome.
They are awesome.
They tour all over. They have a bar, a permanent residency in Indianapolis. They play a lot of gigs down there. It's called the Mousetrap.
I've never been there.
And
to
these
see 'em.
guys are cool. They come in from Indy. They play Hammond specifically because they like us, and you know. But anyway, they're playing tomorrow night, and I'm psyched. I'm gonna bring my chair. I'm gonna sit right in the front row.
They are
and
so
enjoy
good.
it. I usually don't do that. I usually sit on my stoop and then I bail after a couple songs. But I'm watching High Rider the whole thing tomorrow. So anybody want to meet up tomorrow? I'm gonna be out there in my little chair, and I'm gonna be sore because I'll have a triathlon that day.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
BYOD.
BYOD. Yeah. But you could bring. So tomorrow you could bring your own booze. You
Yeah.
can bring your own food.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring your own chairs. You can do all that tonight too. You can bring your own chair and all that, right?
Yes.
You can bring your own chair, but you can't do anything else.
Except
Just
show
your
up
dick.
and party.
You can bring your dick. You cannot bring booze tonight.
No.
These are confusing rules.
Jill really wants
Well-
everyone to know, bring your dick tonight, guys.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
It's your
I-
only opportunity.
I'm bringing it.
I think it's because this isn't really part of the series. It's like a one-off, but it's summertime at the pavilion.
It's very confusing.
I think we've made it really confusing.
I'm confused.
Show up tonight.
Yeah.
You'll find out the rules when you get there.
Yeah, no shit, man. Like, it's very confusing. It's inconsistent.
Can we get Raquel on? Raquel,
drink
call
your
in
shit.
and straighten this out for us, please.
Yeah, call in.
Yeah, I remember that.
853.
845-1100.
Just tailgate in the parking lot.
She's calling WJOB. Like, I want to talk to the mayor.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, tonight is freestyle night. Tomorrow night, High Rider. That's the one I'm going to be at. I would go tonight, by the way, but I'm going to be traveling to the triathlon.
I will be
so-
there.
And
Good.
at least one of those shows, you can bring your own beer.
That's
We're
right.
not sure which
Tomorrow,
one.
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow. You can bring your own beer tomorrow. It's free parking tomorrow. You bring your own food tomorrow for a High Rider, and I will be there. So come
right.
find me. I'll be sitting there in the front row listening to badass Grateful Dead music. Last time they played here, they gave
It
me.
was
They're like, "What do you
phenomenal.
want? What do you want us to
I
open
love
with?"
that.
And I said, "Althea." And they went right out there.
It's so good.
My favorite song.
Yeah, so check, and by the way, check out the PAB Summer Series. You can go to the Wolf Lake Pavilion, any of their socials, and you can see the schedule. It's basically almost every Saturday through after the festival.
Yeah, after the
and
fest,
through-
we
through
go
September.
into yeah
So-
every Saturday after the fest. I know High Rider's the last of the Mohicans, so to speak, before we go into a funk because we have to start getting ready for the fest. And then after the fest, we start off July 25th with Secondhand News. They're traveling from California, tribute band to Fleetwood Mac, and then after that is Rico. Is that Santana?
Yeah, Santana.
Okay.
They've been. I think Jill had them there too. Yeah, they're
That's
really
August
good.
1st. August 8th, Echoes of Pompeii, tribute to Pink Floyd.
Phenomenal. That was
August
packed
15th,
last
tribute
year.
to Zeppelin called Kashmir. We've seen them before. August 22nd, Revolution de Amor, tribute to Mana. August 29th, Crazy Train, tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. September 12th, A Night with Sinatra and Friends, and finishes up on September 19th with local bands. So,
Awesome, fun.
yeah, good,
Tomorrow night.
good concert
Bring
series.
your own gummies.
Yeah, you can bring your gummies. Nobody's going to be checking your gummies, I promise. You can just say they're vitamins.
There you go.
Right. Just say they're vitamins. Anyway, so
For legal reasons, that's a joke. But anyway, moving
Yeah.
on.
Bring your own vitamins.
we're already hard enough to
Bring your own
insure.
trail mix.
Bring your own trail mix, yeah. So we had a auction last night. Really cool, man. We're doing a residential development in Memorial Park, which is in Hammond's 3rd District, right over by the S18 Center. We last night.
City Hall.
What's that?
And City Hall, not far from
Yeah,
City
yeah.
Hall.
So we did 28 lots last night, and this is a part of the city that we haven't done new housing for a while. I haven't done it since I've been mayor. I know there's been some new housing. I think it was more in the 90s.
80s, even 80s and 90s, you're right.
So we did 28 lots. We were advertised them for $9,000 a lot, and basically we had 22 bidders. All 28 lots sold. Total of basically $1 million, which is an average per lot $35,000.
Whoa.
It was
So-
crazy.
4 times.
Yes.
Holy.
Like
Yeah.
when I popped over there, they like at first the auctioneer was going like 9,900 blah blah blah, and then towards the end, or like not even like 5 lots in, he just started at 20,000 because it was just like
Wow.
yeah, it was just phenomenal, really cool, and really like there was some there was like, man, I hope these all sell, and is it gonna what kind of money are people gonna pay for it? Just goes to show you, I think, the strength of the city and the excitement of people to put new housing in this area. Really, 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 really cool.
I bet that lot 25 went for
45,000.
That looks like 2 lots or 3 lots in one.
45,000. And then the last lot 37, went for 44, just because I think it was like, this is the last one.
Oh, wow.
So really, really neat and really cool. I think, with mortgage rates going up and like you think like, oh, the housing market's not as hot as it used to be. Boy, I'll tell you, last night in Hammond and this area, it was just crazy. Really, really cool.
What are some of the terms? Like what do you?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, there's the room.
What a crowd.
Everybody. Yeah, look at it. 22 bidders. There's somebody with his he's got his paddle up.
He's
number
already
1
bidding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
You just have to build within 18 months. Close or start building within 18 months. Get your permits and stuff like that. Put 5,000 down. You have to close within a certain amount of time. And
okay, so you didn't have to cut a check last night.
no, you had to put 5,000 to hold. Yep,
right.
yep.
Wow.
So really, really neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll wrap up the first segment, do some ads. When we come back, we got some mailbag, and then I want to talk some police department. Like I said earlier, I got a drone demonstration the other day. It's something we're looking at through Axon, which is a great stock to own. It's a police technology stock, basically, and they've made drone interceptors, which are sick.
Really cool.
And we were playing with one the other day in Hammond, and we have some video we're going to show you and just sort of talk about what this gives us the capability to do in the police department. It's really, really cool. So
At the forefront.
yeah.
Which I like.
So let's go ahead and do some ads. We'll start off with Powering Indiana Lake County, our premier in-studio sponsor. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
219 Development and Bauer Construction. A longtime friend of the show and premier studio sponsor, this powerhouse duo represents 2 outstanding companies deeply invested in building and supporting our hometowns, 219 Development and Bauer Construction. 219 Development is focused on smart, responsible redevelopment across Northwest Indiana, and Bauer Construction is the boots-on-the-ground team that brings those visions to life. These aren't just builders, they're community partners. If you want to build something meaningful in the region, or wherever your vision takes you, start with 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Call to reach Jack at 219-268-8484.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. For tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon, who I'm going to see tomorrow, at 219-741-9511.
Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
The branding room floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The branding room floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-time, full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the branding room floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell & Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell & Cantrell a call today and schedule your consultation with someone who's in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
All right. Thank you to our advertisers.
Including our studio sponsor, Parr, Indiana, Lake County.
All right. Let's go ahead and do some mailbag. It's been a while.
John.
Mailbag.
All right. We got Bears theme today. So I'm getting a lot of attention
I
from
can't
Bears.
even imagine.
This is a 765 area code.
So
let's just call her Diana.
765 is what? Central Indiana, kind of?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Lafayette.
Sure.
Right.
All right. Comment. Mayor Tom, I grew up in Hammond, and I'm proud to say, so I think the move of the NFL Bears to Hammond is awesome. We should call them the Hoosier Bears. It's a play on words and a great slogan. Hoosier Bears. They're ours, Indiana's. Now, I'm sending this email as documentation of my idea. Thank you for your time. Go Hammond.
Whoa.
Trademark it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm trademarking this. I'm letting you know, Mayor, it's my idea.
Yeah. Okay.
If you only had the
5,000 other people that are using that term are on notice. Okay.
I like this one. It looks like it was crinkled up.
Yeah,
It was
thank
crinkled
you,
up.
Alex, for that.
What's that?
I think she printed these off, wrinkled them up, and took a picture or something.
No, that was me. I threw it in the garbage at first.
Like, wait a minute. I'm gonna.
And then
I
was
want that one.
Hold
on.
Oh, that's a good one. I actually pulled it back out. So, all right, here's another one. This is from Brian, 815 area code.
Ooh, so that's like Joliet.
Okay, so it's Illinois. Pissed off Illinois fan.
Yes.
All right, Mayor Tom. I think it would mean a lot, which is the key here, if Hammond would offer to change its name to Chicago, Indiana. Then the fight song and all the memorabilia remains the same, would our rivalry with Green Bay. So
Change the name of the city.
we changed his name of Hammond to Chicago, Indiana, according to this person.
That'd be
Just
confusing
still
with
call them the Chicago Bears.
That's
could-
what he's saying.
Chicago, Indiana, East Chicago, Indiana. Wow.
Or what if we
It,
just
it
left
works
it?
because East Chicago is east,
East
of us.
Or it's
East
still
of
the Chicago
Chicago.
Bears.
So we changed the name of Hammond to Chicago.
Ah.
And then East Chicago still fits in
Sure.
perfectly. And then we just sort of continue Chicago, except for you just have better taxes and a better business climate. With Chicago, Indiana? Okay, yeah, Chicago, Indiana.
Oh, that's
way better.
Chicago.
Yeah, they have way better taxes.
Maybe a good idea.
Sort of like Kansas City, right?
Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas.
Right.
Yeah.
It was easy for the Chiefs to move.
Sure was. They're still the Kansas City
All right,
Chiefs.
I'll bring it up to the council, see what they say. All right, we have another one, okay?
All right. What area code?
219.
All right. Here
It's
we
a
go.
local.
From the region.
It's a local. Stewart. Okay. A request from a fellow region rat.
Oh, there you go.
Please stop showing the Indiana Bears pennant or anything other than the official Chicago Bears logo. You are close to getting this across the finish line, and the biggest pushback from fans is they will dilute the name Chicago Bears. When high-profile folks like yourself, thank you, sir, show other names like Indiana Bears and Hammond Bears, you are hurting our chances. I know we have pride, but what we need is for them to move to Indiana. Regards, Stewart.
These are all like.
Get your shit together, Mayor.
What the I don't wear that shit.
You
Because
wear-
of that very reason, by the way.
I mean, look, you've got a 30% stud, 70% muffin
I am-
T-shirt
I-
on. You don't have a Chicago Bears.
Dude,
Indiana
honestly, I
Bears
think I
shirt
wore
on.
it one time because my wife gave it to me.
Okay.
And I wore it on the show. Okay. But like, I've been clear the whole time. They're going to be the Chicago Bears playing
Absolutely.
in Hammond. I'm not like, I have a Hammond Bears hat because somebody gave it to me and I put it in my office. But like, this is like region pride, first off, Stuart. Like, I look at it, everybody knows that the Chicago Bears, and they're going to be Chicago Bears playing in Hammond. And there's never been a request by the state government, by the mayor, nobody
Bears.
credibly have ever said it. We want you to change your name if you move here. Not one person, that's never come up at all during this negotiation. So, like, the thing that you're seeing, Stuart, is the region is very proud of what's going on. And they're coming up with these Hammond Bear hats because they're proud, and Monsters of the Skyway because they're proud. It's not that we expect the Bears to change their logo or change their fight song or anything like that. It's just everybody in Northwest Indiana is very proud.
That's right. Yeah, and it's
That's what
crazy.
you're seeing.
It's like it's cool to be from Hammond now.
It's cool right now.
It always
Just gotta
was
get
in
this
my
sucker
mind.
across the finish line.
In my mind, it always was, but now you see the Hammond Bears hats at Whole Foods.
So anyway, good. Keep sending them in. We appreciate it, and keep commenting. By the way, we got a comment,
Please.
on Apple, our Apple Pod. We got a comment
Finally, after 3 years.
Yeah, it was a good one too. So thank you very
Nice.
much.
Go
We
look
should have
at
read
that.
it out. I'll read it off on a future show. But yeah, you can go to Apple Pod and comment on us.
Spotify, all that.
Give us bad reviews. I don't care. Just give us.
Nah, I don't want bad reviews. We
I
want
agree.
good ones.
But like bad reviews means you're engaging with people.
Does in a poor way, in a bad way, in a medium
Dude,
quality entertainment
these guys
way.
suck.
Yeah, don't
To
listen.
get a lot of reactions out of people. They suck. All right. So last week we talked about drones, and Kevin, I'm not sure if you got to hear that segment. It was a cool segment talking about what's going on with the Ukraine.
Crazy.
How the Ukraine has got Russia on its heels right now, attacking them with explosive drones, overwhelming their air defense systems, and just attacking at will in Moscow, all across the country, and turning the tide of the war towards the Ukraine right now, which is incredible.
Amazing.
Makes me so proud.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
amazing.
proud of Ukraine.
I mean, I called that war so incorrectly when I first started. I was like, "This is going to be over in no time," and I'm eating my words, and I happily, by the way.
So Hammond PD participated in a demonstration with Skydio and Axon's drone as a first responder program. DFR used docked drones strategically located throughout the city of Hammond to respond to emergency calls for service to assist ground officers searching for missing persons, suspects to provide overwatch, and a better scene evaluation while responding. The drones are flown remotely from a computer and communicate over traditional cellular networks to stream back video to officers, firefighters to improve their situational awareness and decision-making capabilities. So first off, we're showing the picture right now. So these are the docking stations. These docking stations are docked at the Hammond Police Department right now for the demonstration purpose. Okay. Now, what happens is, let's say you get a 911 call and there's an emergency at Kevin Smith's house. Okay. And, all of our officers are out there doing their normal officer stuff. So what happens is, as this call comes into the radio room, our radio operator types in Kevin Smith's address into the drone, database, and immediately one of the drones launches from City Hall and it flies to Kevin's house directly.
Whoa.
It takes him about 1.5 minutes to get from the Hammond Police Department to fly right over the top of Kevin's house.
Wow.
So the drones will beat our emergency responders to the scene, and it'll be hovering like 500 feet over Kevin's house, and we'll see perfectly what's going on there. So let's say that there's a shooter in the backyard.
Oh, no.
Or let's say there's a fire.
No, Lord,
we'll
come
stop
on.
using Kevin's house. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll stop using Kevin's house. But there's somebody in the backyard causing mayhem. There's a drone over the top of this guy, 500 feet. He has no clue the drone's there, and the drone is relaying to all of my officers that are on the way to Kevin Smith's house. This guy's in the backyard. He's got a machete. He's wearing a red shirt.
This is scaring me.
For God's sakes.
Okay.
Kevin lives in the good part
Wait,
of
there's a
Hammond,
guy
too.
with a machete in my...
So basically, they were telling me about this. They had a situation in California where there was a shooting in the backyard.
Oh, no.
It gets called in, and the drone flew over the top and said it's 2 kids.
Wow.
And it relayed it to all the officers, so the officers didn't come in shooting. They came in there's 2 kids with a gun. They're trying to talk them into putting the gun down, and they saved everybody's life.
Wow.
Because the drone spotted it first instead of the officers running in blind, right?
Yeah.
So what we would do in Hammond is the PD would be one of the locations, and the drone boxes look like that, and they're linked to Starlink. So each of the drones knows every street name, every address. They know Hammond like an encyclopedia. So you type in the location, it figures out which drone docking station is closest. So we'd have 3 or 4 across the city, okay? And then they would respond from that nearest drone station, and the drone will beat the officer 9 times out of 10.
And then is there like a shift lieutenant or somebody or some officer that's at headquarters monitoring the drone video, and that's who relays the information?
That's what we're figuring out right now, who
Got
that
it.
person's going to be. Do we hire new people, or do we have literally drone babysitters that are just sitting there waiting to launch drones, right?
So this is an actual drone video in Hammond, correct?
That was the first day we did. There happened to be a fire at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And they flew a drone to the scene of the fire, and this is the video that you get. And by the way, they could pull in real
Look
tight.
at how clear that is.
You could see the officer's face. And this drone's probably 500 feet above their head, okay?
Like, this is showing the firefighters in action.
Yeah,
Hammond Fire Department putting out a house fire.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This is so cool. I bet. Think about how good that is for fire department training afterwards.
Yeah.
Like they could look and say, "Look at the technique. This is what we were doing."
Look how high that drone is right there.
That's crazy.
Like those firemen had no idea the drone was over the top of them.
Sure.
So like the other day we were messing around. We were going around downtown Hammond, and there was this dude working on the roof of. It was like working on the air conditioner, and we flew over his head. We were at like 500 feet. The dude had no clue that we were there. We were just watching him work on this unit, and it could have been a drug deal that we were watching. It could have been anything. He had no clue that we were watching him. None at all. Like he was oblivious. And then there was another dude that was like a half mile away, and we flew over the top of him. Him and this other dude were taking a tree down, and we dropped the drone to 200 feet above his head, and he started looking up. So
Wow.
at 200 feet, he could hear the drone, and he was looking around, and then he spotted us, and then we flew away.
So I know, like,
Wow.
Tom, as mayor, one of the
Scary.
things you've been really
Awesome,
proud of is
John.
being ahead on technology.
One way to describe it.
And like you did the Blue Net, which was LPR cameras and things like that, and you were always like, "Hey, I always want to be on top of technology." Is this kind of like the next
There's
thing?
no doubt.
Because there's
This
nobody
is
in the
where we're
area
going.
that's doing this, right?
In the region, there is in Indiana.
Sure.
Okay, but in the region, we'd be the first, which is usually how it works. So, and John, okay, how about this, John?
Hey.
One of the locations we're going to launch from is going to be the Hammond Marina. Okay, so let's imagine somebody's in the water, or there's a boat accident and it's a freaking mile out there or half a mile out, right? You could put a life buoy on one of these drones and fly it right over the top and drop a life buoy to the person.
Come on.
And wait, absolutely.
It can carry a buoy?
It can carry, dude, the drones in Ukraine are carrying explosives.
Yeah.
And like machine
I just didn't know
guns
these
and
were the
stuff
same size of those.
Absolutely, dude.
Wow.
They have drones that'll drop a buoy. So you have like a buoy, it flies out there, it spots a person, drops a buoy to him.
Great.
Person grabs onto the buoy and just waits until...
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
That
This
is
is
amazing.
literally going to save lives. And by the way, it's got thermal on it. So like if you were like at nighttime, you could go thermal and see where the body is, where the person's swimming in the water. So you know exactly where they are. Fly the drone right over the top and think about how many people drown in Lake Michigan every year. Mm-hmm. And we're going to
Just had somebody the other day.
I mean, honestly, if we put this here and, even though Whiting is a separate city, we'll be right next to Walhalla Beach and people are swimming like crazy at Walhalla
Even
Beach.
Chicago right there next to you. So
I mean, this is something I'm extremely interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And
so the demonstration was a success, it sounds like.
we're definitely getting it.
That's great.
We're definitely
Really
getting
cool.
it. I love it. It's so I was just trying to think of all the. I mean, it's obviously it's going to be great for our first responders. It's going to be great for the public. It's going to be great for combating crime, man.
But
And
I mean,
for
you're not
saving
going to
lives.
be driving it around or flying it around like surveilling
John.
just random.
Because you know what? It's
people.
it's the same thing. The police can't just use it for hey,
Right.
I want to follow my wife, right?
Right.
You can't because everybody that uses a drone is like they have to document why they're using the drone, and
Yeah.
if you're using it for just BS reasons, they would call you out and you can get in trouble. Just
Yeah.
like if I do a search on a police database trying to find out if my wife got a speeding ticket, that's illegal.
Yeah, I mean, the Fourth Amendment still applies, and Indiana does have a statutory requirement regarding drone usage. So this is all responsiveness versus, like going out just randomly.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man said, with great power comes
Great responsibility.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's do some ads. We've got Marisa Simonetti coming up on the next
All right.
segment. We're
Coming
gonna
in
hear
live
from
from
her.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
She's running for U.S. Senate. She's an independent candidate. Looking forward to talking to Marissa. So let's go ahead and do some ads. And when we come back, we're going to have a U.S. Senate candidate live from Minnesota. So let's start off and talk about the Bug Guys Pest Control. Hammond, Indiana, where the wind off Lake Michigan hits harder than a Bears goal line stand, and in December, and traffic on the Borman feels like a full-blown blitz. The Bug Guys are your hometown pest defense. Knocking out ants like they're clocking in for a long shift at the fire station, kicking roaches off your kitchen counter like they tried cutting through Calumet Avenue at 5 p.m., and sending spiders out of your basement faster than a plow truck on the first big snowfall. Because around here, if it crawls, buzzes, or bites, it's playing in the wrong field. And the Bug Guys bring that monster Midway energy straight to your home. Bear down. Bugs out. The Bug Guys Pest Control, 219-810-7481.
Calumet Brewing, this Bud's for you. For 150 years, Budweiser has been farmed, brewed, bottled, and enjoyed across America. Thanks to hardworking Americans and the highest quality American farmed ingredients, we're not just made in America, we're made of America. Budweiser is also the official beer of the Chicago Cubs and will be celebrating alongside their 150th anniversary this season. Go Cubs, go. Enjoy beers and cheers to 150 years responsibly.
For decades, the Ron J. Pressmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Pressmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Pressmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and an outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offers a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit, let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Tortillas Nueva Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nueva Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Thank you to our sponsors,
including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is Marisa Simonetti, an independent candidate for the United States Senate from Minnesota in the 2026 election. Marisa is a businesswoman from Medina, a mother, a graduate of the University of Minnesota, where she earned a bachelor's degree in psychology. She previously ran for Hennepin County Commissioner before launching her campaign for the U.S. Senate. Her campaign emphasizes affordable housing, healthcare, education, jobs in the economy, and what she describes as making the system more fair for Minnesotans. She also drew national attention recently because of a highly publicized tarantula incident involving an Airbnb tenant at her Edina home in 2024. In March of this year, a Hennepin County jury. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So today we're going to discuss both sides of Marisa's candidacy, her vision for Minnesota, and her campaign for the U.S. Senate, as well as the tarantula case. Please welcome Minnesota U.S. Senate candidate Marisa Simonetti. Welcome to Lockpod, Marisa.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Nice
Good morning.
to see you.
Yeah, good morning.
So I want to dig in on, so you're an independent candidate, right?
That's right.
So in Minnesota, is that an official party, or do you have to get like a number of signatures to get on the ballot as an independent?
So when you're not with either one party or the other, you have between May 19th and June 2nd to get 2,000 full and complete signatures just to get on the ballot.
May 19th and June 2nd.
That's a huge effort.
3
Yeah.
weeks. How many signatures?
2,000.
2,000.
2,000 in 3 weeks.
Almost
Whoa.
3 weeks. So if you consider your conversion rate is maybe 25%, you're talking to somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 people in that time.
And
So-
can you get them from anywhere in the state, or do you have to get them from a certain number of counties or a certain number of districts? Or
So when you're a statewide office, it's determined by the office that you're seeking. Statewide is 2,000. Some areas might have less. But yeah, we went all over the entire state of Minnesota and literally just went to the people and events that I love. For example, one place that was really supportive, we popped up at a local car meet and walked around with a bunch of me and two friends, and my son popped up with clipboards. Hey, my name is Marisa. I'm running for U.S. Senate as an independent to make the system more fair. We've just got to get these signatures just to get on the ballot. Do you mind helping out? And people were so welcoming. It was really great to see.
I would sign it if you said it that way to me. I would, honestly, because I think we have a gentleman running an independent campaign for Secretary of State in Indiana, and I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democratic mayor, but I think it's super important that we give voters choices, independent choices, because the two-party system, let's be honest, it's failed us. The last presidential election, you can't tell me that Joe Biden and Donald Trump are the two best candidates to run for president, right, Marisa?
There's definitely a lot of structural barriers to entry, and that seems to be the way things have been for quite some time. And nobody believes that anything can be done until it's actually done. But yeah, exactly your response was what we saw. Most people said an independent, that's great. Because first they're like, well, what party are you with? And I'm like, well, I'm with neither. That's why you got to get 2,000 signatures. And all right, let's do it. So people are really warming up to this idea.
I agree with you.
yeah,
Marisa.
and I think of the one, obviously Minnesota's got a history of independent candidates with Jesse Ventura as governor, right?
True.
I mean, so like, is that kind of the same thing, right? He ran as an independent and won, right, Marisa?
He was the last one, and that was almost 30 years ago.
Okay, wow. So
Yeah,
my
but
age.
like Minnesota, Minnesota does have an independent streak in them. You know, obviously, you could easily win this race.
I think there's a huge opportunity because when we talked with people, what they're feeling is the system and process don't feel fair to them, no matter what side you're on. And, when you have to get 2,000 signatures in such a short time, you don't have time or the luxury of lengthy policy discussions. It's really, do they feel in their heart that they trust you and you want to do the right thing? And the people we talked to, they made that decision, right, to give that opportunity for just ballot access.
When you ran for Hennepin County Commissioner, were you independent or did you have a party?
So that was a nonpartisan race. At that time, it was my first time running. You kind of have to pick a side, right, for some structural support. And at that time, I knew people within the Minnesota Republican Party. And so that's kind of the avenue. But I've definitely spent a lot of time reconsidering, observing structural setups, and just paying attention to what's really going on. So I stayed independent this time, so I have the best chance to actually make things more fair.
You know, Tom ran for U.S. Senate here in Indiana, and so we've got 2 U.S. Senate candidates here in the room, or I guess virtually and in the room. I mean, what made, like, I know, Tom, when you ran, one of the cool things that came out of that was just getting to know a lot of people around the state and seeing different parts of the state.
For sure.
I mean,
I did 70,000 miles on our car.
Yep.
Right, driving around. And Minnesota's a big state. So, I mean, I imagine you're running like crazy right now.
Yeah. What did you find was the most rewarding, and what was one thing that you're like, if I could do this differently, I would?
Good question.
I had that reflection with Hennepin County Commissioner, and it's shaping. So every time you do, you learn and iterate.
Obviously, Kevin just said, I loved meeting people. I loved going to different parts of the state. That for me, because I'm a mayor, so I'm not stuck. I mean, I don't leave my city very often. I find myself being in Hammond like 6 days a week. So that part of the campaign was great. What I was let down on is what my party did to me, which just hung me out to dry. And it's even more exemplified when I see there's a gentleman running for Secretary of State in Indiana right now, and they're throwing millions of dollars from every freaking angle at him right now. And when I ran for U.S. Senate, they could give a shit that I was running. So, and I spent my whole career in the Democratic Party, Marissa. And so for me, it was a betrayal of my party. It was like, and now that I see Bo Bai running, and I'll do, I wish him the best of luck, but, they can't throw enough money at this guy. I mean, it's like, where were you in 2022 when I needed help, right? So for me, it's like the two-party system. If you're not part of the in crowd, and I'm obviously not, then they don't give a shit about you, That's what I've found. So that's what let me down.
Speaking of the betrayal topic, I'll tell you right now, I've kind of observed the dynamics, and the primary is coming up August 11th. Because I got on the ballot, I don't have to primary. And you can already see who may be, for example, Peggy Flanagan was endorsed for the DFL. There's the endorsement and there's the people, and then there's the system and who the system has pre-selected. And you can see indicators of who the system is pre-selected, for example, by, like you said, who they're throwing money at, or who they've for example, Angie Craig authored some sort of legislation with Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith, our current 2 senators, way ahead. So you see exactly who's in the in crowd. And on the Republican side, Adam Schwarzy, you see he's been doing exactly what you did, right? The 70,000 miles for the last year and a half, literally busting his butt. He's a military guy. I've met him. I think he has a good heart. But you can see the system brought in Michelle Tafoya. They're throwing all the money at her. And I think after the primaries, there's going to be a lot of people who feel incredibly betrayed.
And that's kind of there's like your opportunity to kind of run that middle ground.
Yeah, we'll stay in the middle. And the system, I mean, do you guys think the system should just be whoever gets elected is the one who threw the most money at all these random things? I'm not talking shit, okay? I just watched, there was a young lady running for Secretary of State that busted her ass. Okay, big time busted her ass. And then a gentleman that ran against her that had millions of dollars from Washington, D.C. thrown at him, and he easily won. I mean, because he had millions of dollars of non-Hoosier money thrown at him because he's the party favorite. And so, like, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, if I was only the party favorite, maybe I would have had a couple million thrown at me, and I would have actually had a chance to win, but I'm not part of the in crowd. And, even though I spent 20-something years busting my ass for this party, when it was my turn to run, nobody gave a shit. So it's like, okay, now I'm supposed to give a shit suddenly. Oh, okay. Oh, you're running. I'm suddenly supposed to give a shit. And it's bullshit. The whole thing is, it's a waste. I wasted 20 years of my life building up a party that doesn't give a shit about you.
So like naturally, I'm interested in independent candidates. I see you. I'm proud of you for what you're doing. I see what Greg Ballard's doing. I think it's super important because the two-party system's broken, Marisa.
A lot of people definitely feel that. And the other thing that I really notice is, and why I'm choosing to focus on constitutional violations with my campaign, is whether it's family court or traffic court or some sort of criminal court, almost every single member of the population has been touched by the justice system. And there's kind of a deep, I had a video that I posted 2 days ago of getting pulled over, right? I randomly got pulled over, and it's over 2.2 million views right now in 2 days. And all the comments really highlight how people feel about the justice system. It's like being put into a lose-lose situation.
Why'd you get pulled over? I mean, why is it such 2 million people? I mean, was it like a bad pullover? Was he a jerk to you, or?
So some people were really offended that I invoked my Fifth Amendment right not to answer questions.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that was one of the things. So a lot of people are arguing in the comments, oh, you don't have to be rude to him. I'm not going to answer someone's questions on a fishing expedition to try. Like, this man has pulled me over. His objective is to extract my resources. Why am I going to help him with that?
You don't have to.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I always tell my kids, answer the questions.
Agree.
I always tell my kids, be polite to the officer, respect the police officer.
But there's people with different demographic.
Well, and those
backgrounds.
videos are, I agree with that, yeah. But even then, I think it's, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of videos out there with people being assholes to police officers.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I'm nice too, but I'm also privileged in a lot of ways. Because I grew up Caucasian, and when I get pulled over, I'm not as scared as if I was African American and I was pulled over. Maybe I'd be in a different position, and then because I don't have the same experience with cops that you and I
No,
have,
absolutely.
right?
I think there's absolutely different experiences with police officers, and I think there are definitely elements of the population, like you said, demographically, ethnically, that have traditionally been treated more unfairly than other groups by the police. But I think, police officers, I mean, I'm just talking locally. I totally respect our Hammond Police Department, the police departments around here, and I think, for the most part, I don't have a problem with answering a couple questions. That's me, though. Mm-hmm. And I'm a 57-year-old white guy, so there you go.
Mm-hmm. So, Marisa, I want to ask you a question about the tarantula thing, and I don't want to make a big deal about it. I'm going to compare it. When I ran for U.S. Senate, the first thing I did as a candidate is I smoked weed on a TV commercial, okay? And it made a splash, okay? And we were, trying to get noticed. All right. And I think that it helped. I think it helped. I do. It helped. We got a lot of money off it. We got a lot of, lot of views, a lot of attention. It was national news. And I found that helped me in the early stages of my campaign. So I thought it was good. And now I read, and I haven't really read much about the tarantula incident, and we could talk about that if you want to. But I wonder, obviously it's brought a lot of attention to you. And is that helpful, do you think?
It wasn't helpful in the county commissioner campaign.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Certainly not.
Really?
But what it's exposing now and kind of is actually helping to shape my campaign is in regards to those constitutional violations, and what has come up after the conviction and trial was Brady and Giglio violations, which
interesting.
Right. So the prosecutor has a duty to disclose evidence that could be favorable to the defense, and also anything that could be considered impeachment material. And the actual arresting officer had, within 6 months before my incident, been written up, formally disciplined for something like disgraceful behavior. And that was not disclosed prior to trial.
Gotcha.
So we went and talked with people, even gathering signatures, we went in George Floyd Square and talked with people who, may be more affected by some of these issues. Mm-hmm. And I found that it's actually pretty common. And there's a lot of people who feel like there's they're unfairly convicted and over-sentenced.
Do you, I'm just curious, like your socials, right? Like when this all thing, when the tarantula incident occurred, did your socials just go crazy? Like your viewers and your followers, I assume you've got a ton of people that follow you now.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely brought some attention. Some things take a little time to play out to kind of see who someone really is, because in a media article, they've for sensationalism, they have to have a villain, right? And
Sure.
they have so I got painted as the villain, and in fact, I actually enjoy playing that role. So now I'm just
How many followers do you have on like Instagram, for example, right now?
Oh, Instagram, I have almost 10,000. TikTok, almost 20, something like that.
Nice.
But
That's
what
nice.
actually, I had one video in the last week that hit over 15 million views.
Wow.
So it's not about your followers. It's about being able to get on the For You page and create and capture content that resonates with people. The one that hit 15 million views was just a couple having kind of like a love fight in 15 seconds with a sound overlay of that. And everybody in the comments was saying, oh, that's me, and tagging their significant other, and oh, that's love will last forever. So it's I'm taking a very unconventional path, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I just got done running a campaign for sheriff, and we were very focused on views, and it didn't turn out so well for us. That's the thing, is trying to get those views converted into votes is a challenge, because in this sheriff's race, we dominated social media, and to get that translated into votes isn't as easy as it sounds. So that's like a word of warning too. And I'm sure you're already aware of this, Marisa, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful bringing that up. But
When's the so if we're following your campaign, Marisa, when's the election, and how can people get a hold of you, or like what's your online presence or donate? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. So the election is November 3rd. And you just look up my name. It's Marisa.Simonetti28. I'll be the first one that comes up. Just look up my name.
And I was going to say Act Blue, but you don't have an Act Blue.
That's right. Is there like an independent Act White? What's the
Green?
Act Green or whatever it is. So, and John will put that.
Is there
is
there any like place it's easy to donate to you? Is it just marisasimonetti.com or?
Yeah, so on there I have a FEC compliant donation page. It's called Anadot. It's not WinRed. It's not Act Blue. It's created specifically for independents, and it's pretty much exactly the same. So, yeah, we're running our. I have a strategy, and I'm not going to reveal it yet.
Oh, I see. You stopped yourself there. Yes.
We're going to keep in touch with you, Marisa, because when you make it to the U.S. Senate, you got to come back. We're helping advertise you over here, and when you become a U.S. Senator, you got to come back to Lockpot.
Don't forget the little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
And when you get there, tell Fetterman, go stuff it. Would you? Would you do that for me?
Oh, we'll do what we can. We got to make things more fair. And I'll tell you what, the tarantula, they need somebody who's a little bit crazy. And everybody says I'm bat crazy. And I
like it. You'll fit right in.
Yeah, that's what we need, though. Somebody who actually takes a stand, because I do not accept any nonsense or mistreatment from anyone.
Marisa, like the tarantula. Okay, so I saw Yellowstone. There was a rattlesnake incident where it was a similar type of thing. And they threw a rattlesnake at somebody, and the rattlesnake bit him, and the guy died because he was out in the sticks, right? So when I heard about this tarantula incident, I'm like, dang, man, that's like, first off, like, who has tarantulas? I mean, you like have tarantulas around the house, or
yeah, what?
I don't want you to incriminate yourself either. So
no, there's literally a video of me. She had set up, for somebody who was allegedly so afraid, right, and had hours to leave. She's setting up camera equipment. I went to PetSmart and got a tarantula for $32. I thought it was Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
You went and bought a tarantula? I'm gonna try and find this clip here it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing this right now, but go ahead.
That's a great mugshot, by the way. It's probably one of the better mugshots I've ever seen.
I appreciate that.
So was it like a holdover tenant or something along those lines?
She was an Airbnb guest who was not a tenant. She had been canceled. She had been asked to leave. She had been trespassed the day before. And that's actually the missing body cam footage. The missing is the officers trespassing her the day before, right? So there's multiple shifting legal decisions.
Gotcha.
First she was trespassed, then that night they say she's a tenant, then they arrest me. Then that weekend while I'm arrested, the same Edina police help her remove all her stuff. So
nice.
There's just too much going on that it's like, no, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? You can't just come in someone's home, do all these things. What is that? What, the unreasonable search and seizure? Which amendment is
Fourth.
that?
Sure, fourth and fifth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Kevin throws a tarantula at me, I don't want this to be. So if you
No,
throw
I
a tarantula
wouldn't
at
do
me
that, but
and the
yes.
tarantula doesn't bite me,
Doesn't bite you, okay?
is that still a crime?
I mean, it could be an assault.
Assault, right?
Sure.
But if you threw the tarantula at me and the tarantula bit me, we definitely
We've
got
got some bigger problems.
it. Right.
Yeah.
So did the tarantula actually bite this person, or was it just scare the shit out of him?
I don't even, the tarantula just sat at the top of the steps. I just tipped it down over. And it's kind of ridiculous. I'm in this rattlesnake story, and I'm thinking I'm too nice.
You are too
yeah,
nice. That
boy.
rattlesnake is badass.
Why did I think of a rattlesnake?
The negative to the rattlesnake story is you have to deal with the rattlesnake up to the point
That's
you throw
true.
it, because that shit could bite you.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
The rattlesnake guy. I mean, that seems like you could get
We gotta get-
manslaughter or something.
Yeah. Oh no, the guy died, and you know
Yeah,
It
He
was
was
a
not
television show.
it was
wasn't
TV.
a
It was
real-
Yellowstone, and the guy died. He was in the middle of the park, and then he just got bit by a rattlesnake. It happens.
Oh, it was
And-
Yellowstone the show, not
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
yeah.
you meant at Yellowstone.
Yeah. No, it was Yellowstone the show.
And Marissa, you're a psychologist too, is that right?
So I have a degree in psychology. For a
Okay.
bachelor's.
Does that help you be a good politician? You
You know-
understand people.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's just talking and understanding people, right? And what they care about. And a lot, it's also, I think, empathy too. Like just seeing, hey, I'm feeling this and other people are feeling this too. Like this is a major pain point and it's not going away. And why are these things going unsolved, right? Because you guys are smart guys. If there's a problem in your life, you go and fix it, right?
Yeah.
Try to.
Try to. And-
Right. Right. These are endless problems, the same cycle, the same loop of problems on repeat that never get solved because people, they don't care.
Well,
So they don't care.
Marissa, when you become senator, Marissa, you come back to Lockpod, okay? We're going to be monitoring this race. And if anything interesting happens with your case, we'll reach out and bring you back on if you don't mind. You could be our Minnesota liaison. We don't have one yet.
No, we don't.
We have a
do not.
Canadian
We have a
correspondent.
Canadian correspondent.
Could
Now
you
we
be
have
our
Minnesota.
You could be our Minnesota correspondent.
Like
do it.
that.
Awesome.
Marissa.Simonetti28.com. Did I get that right?
Oh, the website's just marissasimonetti.com.
All right, got it.
For all the socials. If you Google me, it'll be the first thing that comes up. Probably some tarantula stuff, but
All right.
But hey,
Hey,
if the tarantula
whatever.
stuff equals campaign money,
Yes.
God bless it. So,
Absolutely.
thank you, Marissa Simonetti. Good luck on your race in November. We appreciate you coming on Lockpod and zooming in from Minnesota. It's great to see you, and I wish you the best of luck.
thanks, gentlemen. Have a good
Thank
one.
you. Awesome. So, Marissa Simonetti, there you go.
Very
that was
cool.
good. I
That's
love
great.
it. That was really cool.
Not every day you get somebody on that has a tarantula.
It's always nice to talk to fellow U.S. Senate candidates.
Yeah,
also,
really cool.
I was like laying down like a therapy session, talking to her.
It was.
No, dude. Honestly, I have some anger issues inside of me when it comes
Really?
to when I ran in
Couldn't
22.
tell.
You
Here we
couldn't
go.
tell? No, I do.
Here we go.
So I do. I know it's hard to imagine. I do. No, I got hung out to dry, and all these same people want me to get very excited about a Secretary of State race, and it's just hard for me to give a shit.
I can
Honestly,
see why. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like I spent 20 freaking years fighting these guys. And now it's like, oh, you got to care now about the Secretary
Fighting
of State.
for
race.
these guys.
Yeah. Fighting for the Democrats.
Yeah.
Fighting against the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, I don't know if it was worth it. I don't think it was worth it. Because when it was my chance to stand up, nobody gave a shit. They're just like, they put me on there. I went running at the machine gun turret, and I just got gunned down. They're like, that sucks. McDermott's dead. Let's move on.
Yet when he goes somewhere, the thing I like about it is like, when we go down to Democratic events or Indianapolis, so many people want to still take your picture, give you a hug,
Thank you.
Tell you
That's
thank
nice of
you.
them. No, I'm not saying the
people,
voters,
right,
the
I know
people
the
I met.
people,
I'm
yes.
talking about the bigwigs.
Yeah, I get
The
it.
people that are donating millions of dollars to Secretary of State race. Where the fuck were they in 2022? Where the fuck were they in 2024? Right? They weren't. That wouldn't have been handy if
The
we
donors.
if we would have had millions. The donors that are donating to the Secretary of State race. All due respect.
The big donors.
All due respect. Who gives a fuck who the Secretary of State is? I don't give a fuck who the Secretary of State is. Who gives a
Diego
fuck?
cared.
I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect my life in the slightest bit in Hammond, Indiana, who the Secretary of State is. It doesn't affect me in the slightest bit, Kevin. Like, why do we care?
Well, I mean, I guess from my perspective, I care in the sense that it's the head election officer, and you can push your agenda regarding elections.
Oh,
But the real reason is because it's like your foot in to the next thing.
True.
That's
Your
exactly.
Secretary of
No, I
State.
mean, no.
That is why everyone.
No, that's Bo Bai has every intention on running for governor in 2 years.
Absolutely,
This is Secretary of State, and then 2 years later, I'm running for governor.
Yep.
He's already got his fucking donors lined up. All these people in D.C. that are fucking dropping $100,000 on him, $50,000. He's got it all lined up. So he's like, just give me this chance to be Secretary of State, and then I'm going to turn around in 2 years. I'm going to run for governor.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to give a fuck.
Well, that's what Evan did. Evan ran for Secretary of State and then ran for governor.
Agree.
Right.
So it's like a family thing, right? It's like we're supposed to just play along, and I'm supposed to just shut the fuck up because, like, oh yeah, when you ran in 2022, where were these donors? They weren't there. They could care less that
The big donors.
They could care less that I was sacrificing my career to run for the party, right? Now all of a sudden everybody's like, get fired up, Democrats! You got to pull it together. It's like, fuck you, man.
There's a lot of donors to your campaign, though. Just you're talking about the big donors, and it was federal.
I had
So
a
there's
lot of my friends that
Yes.
donated thousands of dollars to me, and it was very sweet.
Thank you.
But like when I see somebody running for Secretary of State getting $100,000, $200,000 checks, it's like, oh, that's nice. It must be nice to raise $100,000 with one phone call.
Big contacts.
I'm supposed to care. No, care, Tom. You're supposed to care. It's really important that we get this Secretary of State one. Like, no, not that important. But being honest with you,
I'm looking forward to getting a Democrat in the state office.
It's the weekend.
This has turned into season 1, episode 1, and the amount of cursing suddenly.
really? No, I'm just being honest.
No, I know.
Like honestly, I'm going to be honest.
I don't disagree with you, Tom.
I agree.
think you're
Thank you.
100%
It's like I'm supposed to.
justified in your thinking.
I'm supposed
right
to care, and I just don't. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's like hard for me to get excited about it because it's like, it would have been nice to have these same people. It could have been one phone call, and I could have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That could have helped.
Yeah.
We could have won a U.S. Senate seat, but nobody gave a fuck. So
At least we worked hard.
we did work hard, and we had a great crew.
At least we worked out.
We had a great crew, man. It was
There was a lot of travel.
I'm
a lot of
glad I
time,
did it.
A lot of effort.
I'm glad I did it, but now that I'm out of it,
A lot
I'm
of
supposed
signatures.
I'm supposed to suddenly care, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to care as much as you guys cared.
Well,
Okay.
the good thing is we're focused on the city and the Bears and all kinds of exciting things
It's
like the house
funny how
music
things work
and
out.
the
Things
house
happen
music
for a
and
reason.
It's funny how things work out
Here we
because I'm
are.
in a great spot right now.
Yeah.
I'm in a spot where the governor and I are working together, Speaker of the House and I are working together, the leader of the Senate and I are working together. I'm making phone calls to Kevin Warren. I'm talking to George McCaskey. We're swinging a multi-billion-dollar deal. It's funny how things work out
Yeah.
because like all these people that thought, oh, go back to Hammond, sucker. It's like, okay, I'm back in Hammond.
Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah.
Even before Senate, you could be sitting in Congress right now.
I could be
just
sitting next to
wanting
Fetterman.
kill yourself.
Sitting next to Fetterman with my fucking hoodie on, right?
Exactly.
My hoodie and my flip-flops in the U.S. Senate. You
Yeah.
know, maybe I could do that.
terrible.
Right. It is terrible. So anyway,
Hey, when this Bears thing works out, and you know the relationships you've made, like the good faith with the Republicans downstate, you could always pull a former Hobart mayor, right, and just switch. Isn't that what? switch.
the problem
switch to
is,
R.
The problem is Donald Trump is completely repulsive to me.
But listen, that's gonna
Donald Trump is repulsive.
He's going to be
things change.
he's going to be president for life,
know?
John. Didn't you know he's going to get a third term?
He's gonna get 6 more years, and then and we get someone else, guys.
He's gonna be
Okay.
dead before the end of this term.
He's never going to die.
La 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 la. All right. Thanks everybody. It was a great show. We got a funny clip we're playing on the way out to give you an idea of like. This reminds me so much of the phone calls we used to get on WJLB. So, like, I just had to play it. It was a clip from Munster, Indiana about why suddenly we're getting a lot of tornadoes. And this is the kind of shit we used to, when we were on WJLB and we take phone calls from the public, you'd get stuff like this and you just scratch your head like, okay. But anyway, I just want to say thanks. Marisa Simonetti was a great guest. Thank you, Steve, for lining that up. It was an awesome guest. Jill, it's great to see you again. Thank you very much for being here. See you this weekend at the High Rider concert. Jay Vez, I'll see you for sure at the High Rider concert, Deadhead, with your dead hat on.
Absolutely.
Kevin, I know you'll be there towards the end because you got conflicts, and I'm going to
Yes.
be out there. If you guys want to watch High Rider with me tomorrow, let's go. It's supposed to be 70 degrees at the PAF tomorrow night. Grateful Dead music, BYO, everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So thanks, everybody, for listening to Lockpod. Another one's in the books, and we're going to play you a funny clip on the way out. So enjoy the clip, and we'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Take care, everybody. Lockpod's out.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the count of, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.